word governance today, we probably automatically think of our government. And in today's climate, we either immediately want to engage in this impassioned conversation about politics, or we want to run for the hills with our hands over our ears. The concept of governance really is tainted. But what if we began to think of governance as an act of stewardship? Let's think about that. In Genesis, God gave Adam and Eve a mandate to fill the earth, to subdue it, to rule over it. God gave Adam and Eve all of creation as this incredible gift, and in essence said to them, be responsible for it, take care of it. Today we're prone to think of that in order to govern, we need to be in a formal position to do so. And if we're not in that formal position, well, then that's somebody else's responsibility. And while indeed there are formal governance positions, I believe governance, at least as we understand the biblical perspective, isn't really about our position. After all, if we oversee or control the direction of something, well, that's the very definition of governance. So Adam and Eve governed creation. So if we're on the board of an organization and we oversee or control the direction of that organization. If we're a teacher, we oversee and control the direction of our classroom and our students. If we're a parent, we oversee or control the direction of our children, or at least try to. And if we clean houses, well, then we oversee and control and making sure our house is clean. Stewardship is taking what God has given us generously and taking care of that. He's given each of us gifts and talents that he expects us to use in an act of worship for his glory, to steward, if you will. I believe that worship should not be reserved for Sunday mornings. All of our lives are meant to be worship, lived out for the common good. Our work is meant to be worship. Our parenting is meant to be worship. Our very lives are meant to be stewarded in an act of worship for God's glory. I have this incredible opportunity every day in my work with Lutheran Senior Life to steward the gifts and talents that God has given me to impact the lives of the people that he's entrusted to our care and the lives of the people that I work with. I'd like to leave you with one question before I wrap up. God has given you gifts and talents that he expects you to steward. So how is he calling you to take those gifts and talents and use them in your everyday, ordinary, walking around life for his glory? Hope you think about that.